Cooper. And now we've come to the moment that Rick's been dreading, because I'm afraid he's the victim of our own super snooper Loyd Grossman, who's been peering through the keyhole of Rick's home in Surrey to find out what he's really like. And remember, Loyd has no idea whose house he was in.
Well, here we are in the heart of Surrey, England's poshest suburb. No, this isn't the nanny's car, but everyone is so rich around here that they're all two-car families. But in spite of all this fabulous wealth, this is actually a fairly basic-looking house, unprepossessing, rustic, a nice rough plaster finish, simple country flowers. Let's have a look inside there and see just how deluxe the lifestyle of these people really is. Well, this is quite a spacious hallway, so whoever lives here must be fairly gregarious. And of course, what have we got here but that absolute essential of life in the smart suburbs, a set of golf clubs. And I think this person has actually rather wide sporting interests. Look at that calendar, for example. He might not know much about art, but he certainly knows what he likes. And this person likes to be in the center of things. Here we've got a couple of very advanced-looking telephones and an answering machine. So this belongs to an important person, someone who's sought after by others and can't bear the thought of missing out on anything. This sitting room is very relaxed and informal. In fact, it's more like an American living room, and chances are whoever lives in this house has spent some time in America, quite a sort of laid-back character. Now, I'm pleased to see that there's an extensive library here. Look at this, the complete works of William Shakespeare. It's nice to see a family where reading plays such an important part. One thing about these people is that they're very, very modern. There's an elaborate stereo system here. And look at this King Kong-sized television. So instead of going for the old-fashioned pleasures of sitting around the fireplace for a cozy chat, these people like to watch television, listen to the stereo. They're quite hip people. They need lots of stimulation. They really enjoy living in the electronic age. They've got to be busy. They're real go-getters. But the most important thing in this household is this magnificent grand piano. This definitely belongs to someone who's a very serious musician. Over there, for example, is a sheet of handwritten music manuscript paper. And look at all this pianobilia here. Now, it's quite obvious that this is the central part of the household and that this person is a professional musician. This is the most important thing in the house. Let's have a look in the dining room now. This room is in complete contrast to the living room because it's very formal. Look at these Queen Anne chairs. There's a long dining table, silver. It really is the English gents' dining room, and because of that, there is, of course, a sideboard with port and sherry, and there must be English mustard. Now, at least this shows that these people have a sense of humor, and they're not taking this role as landed gentry too seriously. They're also very practical people as well. Look at this. There's obviously never any problem carving the Sunday roast here. But I have a feeling this room's rather underused. I don't think they feel comfortable amidst all this grandeur. Let's go and explore a bit further now. This is quite an interesting room because it's a combination family breakfast room and playroom. Look at this electronic gear, jukebox, Space Invaders, a television set, and if that gets boring, you can always watch the microwave or meditate on the empty fish tank. But look at this wallpaper, isn't it shocking? Now, this is obviously quite a young family. I think the head of the family is a pop musician, maybe a retired rock star, someone who's had a fairly wild life and is trying to go straight. I think, in fact, the whole family is groping towards conventional lifestyle. They really want to be country gentry. But the best thing about them is that, after all, they really do have exceptionally good taste.
Wonderful.
Oh,
tell us who did choose the wallpaper then.
Well, it was there when we bought the house. In fact, I don't think the people we bought the house from chose it either.
Okay.
And,
well, let's hope they're not watching.
Oh, they're lovely people. Oh, that's hilarious.
You haven't been in there long, have you?
No, we've been in about a couple of years, but we had to redo all the plumbing and the electricity and everything, so we haven't actually got round to doing any decor yet. That was hilarious. I thought we got off very lightly, actually.
You did, actually. You did quite well.
Yeah.
Perhaps you better explain the significance of the naughty calendar, Rick, for those who don't know.
Well, obviously, when Loyd comes around, they ask you to take anything down that sort of is representative of you, so he gets no clues. And so they were sticking anything that they could find. And that was a calendar that Nina did 3 years ago.
That's Nina Carter, your wife.
That was Nina Carter, my wife.
Was that her in the slips? Was she
Yes,
playing cricket?
It looked like a bicycle car park, you know, the one...
That's what they're for.
And I couldn't believe when he showed that. I thought, well, he wouldn't recognise Nina from that, but...
Where did you get that mega telly from? I've never seen one so good.
I'm a television freak. We've got 8 tellies in the house. I'm an absolute television nutter. Because when I lived abroad, I used to collect videos, because that was the only thing I could keep in touch with my Coronation Streets and everything. So we've got a mammoth collection of videos, and I do a lot of film and TV stuff, so it's much better to be able to watch on a big screen, so I bought a big screen because it helps me when I'm doing some writing.
He did pretty well, didn't he, saying that you were I mean, he said you were a retired rock star, but he meant tired, I think.
Yeah, well, the amazing thing is, when we talk about retired, I mean, I have actually, in a funny way, I haven't done no concerts for 3.5 years, and I go out again tomorrow, so it's really weird that he's just... Because he actually was very right, but he's wrong as from tomorrow.
Are you groping towards conventionality?
I think everybody gropes towards conventionality.
Being conventional.
Well, I was going to say everybody gropes. Everybody gropes towards that word that you said, but you never actually quite reach it.
Yeah.
Because you had a pretty wild time during the 70s, didn't you, when you were with Yes?
I used to go to bed every night with an After 8 mint and a good book, you know. Yeah, I've had my fun. I've got a lovely family, a lovely home life. Got smashing kids, but it's nice to still go out and be a hooligan occasionally.
So you haven't gone completely straight then?
But what do you mean by that? Do you know something I don't? I mean,
Henry, would you ever let Loyd Grossman loose on your home?
I don't know. I think there's too much in my place. They'd get me straight away. I think I'd have to dismantle the house, and I wouldn't want to do that, I think. No.
Yeah, because it is vital. You've got to take down photographs and
I've got
whatever.
a boxing shake lab door, so I mean...
You've got a what, sorry? Was that a joke? I missed that.
Yeah.
What did you say, anyway?
I said I got a door shaped of a boxing glove. I said I don't knock the door down.
Anyway, he was pretty kind to you.
I thought he was exceptionally kind. I mean, he could... thank God he didn't go upstairs, that's all I can say.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not my morning, is it, really?
Anyway, Rick was saying that he's had his moments of the high life and he's gone absolutely mad at night and had a few jars. Have you ever sort of gone berserk, sort of gone out on the town as a great sort of professional athlete? Did you ever let yourself go at all?
Well, we used to celebrate after, you know, after any big fight. I mean, you have to
Well,
they hurt a bit.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably fitter than most in a strange way, because when I was ill, I had to obviously keep a careful eye on myself and have really regular medical checkups. And also for insurance purposes, in insurance companies, I mean, I was not exactly the greatest risk that they'd... and for example, before I go on the road on tour, in order to get my insurance, I have to have pretty thorough medicals. And I have to pass them properly, otherwise they wouldn't let me go out. So I'm actually fitter, probably fitter than 99% of actors, actresses and musicians.
Can you get life insurance easily enough?
Yeah, I don't pay...
heart attacks?
Well, they were back in the 70s, and I used to pay a heavy overload for, you know, I was loaded quite heavily. I don't mean that, but I mean financially loaded. But then about 3 years ago, they finally knocked it all off because I'd had a clean bill of health, and they said that the old ticker was pumping away better than most. And funny enough, things like I played football for the Showbiz 11, you know, right up until this year, and now I've taken up the golfs. I'm just thinking of Loyd here. I mean, Nina and I, we love going out, you know, we go out walking with the dogs and things. So what we do, we have a nice life. I mean, but we do it sort of more in moderation. I mean, we still go out on the occasional bender and sort of come in at 4 in the morning, singing down the drive, things like that. But it's not every night.
Do you think being
Every
with
other
Nina's
night.
actually helped you, Rick?
I'm sorry?
Do you think being with Nina sort of helped you to
Absolutely.
calm down?
Absolutely. Well, I think we've helped each other because Nina was a rebel rouser, and sort of so was I, and I think we've helped each other because we wanted to have a nice time, but obviously to control it. And we've got a lovely daughter, and I've got 3 other lovely sons, and it's just there comes a time. I mean, I was 26 10 years ago. And,
How old are you now, then?
29. And there comes a time when you have to... you can still have a good time, but you have to accept that there's responsibilities in life. You know?
For the moment, Rick, thanks very much. And the time is